He might not be, but we're going to have to keep our eyes peeled for at least 2 maps, 3 if we are lucky. And we are lucky enough to have these next Scallywags deliver the action. It's going to be that of Machine and Henry G.
Thank you very much. We're already into the pistol action. No blood drawn just yet. They started their Katowice campaigns against one another, and now a rematch. One of them goes home, the other secured for the Spodek.
Here we go then. A little bit of a probe towards the ramp from FaZe Clan, and they're met by bullets and shrapnel. It's going to be Brokey and Nico down to about 50 points of health there. Meanwhile, though, they have got a PT-50 down towards the back steps. That's going to be Rain with armor as well, bear in mind. He'll be looking for the opening pick if possible, just trying to force some rotations. Also got a CZ and armor on Simple. So lots of firepower in this pistol round. We'll see who comes out on top. Great shot.
That is one way to get the party started. And Nico, he got the invitation as well. Simple gone. The hard hitters are dropping left and right. Perfecto's the next on the chopping block. And with 1 minute still on the clock, top side is theirs and likely the round. 2 remaining for Na'Vi. Make it 1 as another precise frag comes in, this time from Brokey.
Well, it's going to be just Boomich, unfortunately, and he's playing for his life. He can't win the round at this point. It's going to be a 4 versus 1. He's managed to pick up a single frag here. That's going to be $300 in the bag at least, but no armor, no kit, no nades. He was one of the ones that had to drop that CZ, and down he goes. Lovely shot from Brokey to close things out. Very efficient round from FaZe there. It all started with Rain getting towards the secret steps, a beautiful headshot towards lower. His teammates flood in towards upper and hit every shot with the Glock at that point. And we're expecting a force buy here, Alex, from Na'Vi. They love a force buy, especially on the CT side of Nuke. It's going to be CZs, smokes, and you can't really do too much in terms of aggression, but you can try and lock them out and make things very uncomfortable and hopefully funnel them towards the tighter choke points like ramp.
This is my first opportunity to see Brokey with his new role as well. He's been talking a lot about it in interviews, as well as his teammates mentioning just how much more comfortable he is looking. Rain even saying he's the best rookie in his opinion. Slightly biased, perhaps, but keep our eyes on him. Yeah, he'll be rocking the AWP more.
Exactly. He's now the main sniper for FaZe. And he's a very talented individual. Going to try and mold him into a world-class sniper, and he's getting there very quickly. That's for sure. Boomich for now, as you mentioned, a force buy. He'll be patrolling towards Secret. This is another key choke point that hopefully the CZs can flourish on. Nico's going to be waiting as we've got Electronic. Going to be challenged here at Squeaky Door. He's got vision. First kill's his.
It's a lovely flashbang. Olaf couldn't really contest, but actually Perfecto, he's mollied off the roof. Rain in with the UMP. And this gets infinitely more difficult for Na'Vi now because the site is lost. The plant likely could come in. Rain's on the site with it. Nico, however, caught outside. His adventures in Secret have been met by Boomich. All 3 members of Na'Vi on the outside yard area. Bomb down, time to consider that retake. 1 smoke. It's on Simple.
Remember, no kits here. Brokey with the rifle towards main entrance, and he gets absolutely wrecked. It's a 3-on-2 now, a chance for Na'Vi. The bomb's getting about towards the halfway point. Cold Zera remaining here with Rain, flashbang out, and it looks like the CTs might be able to do this one.
It's looking really positive. That smoke towards Squeaky, and from behind, it's a Boomich double. Takes the AK, takes the round. Na'Vi, that looked so difficult, but Simple's Deagle found a way in.
Yeah, that one shot towards main entrance, that was a difference maker. That ruffled the feathers of FaZe Clan, and at that point, the Boomich flank comes through. Double kill in the back. They're both just posturing in towards that hut. It all falls apart very quickly, but the bomb does at least go down. It means they can force buy in response if they want to. They've got about $2,500 per player, and his Boomich, you can see Rain not really watching anything there. Drops the ball for a second, and he's punished for it. And we go into round number 3 here. It's going to be the eco by the looks of things. Just a Deagle purchase so far. Rain will have a little bit more money than his teammates. So this is going to be pretty much a full eco. 4 Glocks, now a PT-50 thrown into the mix. Going to be buying up next round. And I think that's for the best. You're going to have a much higher chance of winning the round with the AKs and Kriegs than you would with just some upgraded pistols.
Lovely presence of mind from Boomich when he was playing that low sight. He smokes off Nico, which of course eventually sends Nico into his death later into that piece, but then descends back down, comes up the vent and round Squeaky for that flank. It was such a... He was moving around that map constantly in order to find that double kill. This one should just be a formality. A Desert Eagle in Rain is their best chance.
And just a note on that as well, the fact that he dropped that smoke towards Secret, we talked about funneling them towards tighter choke points. Like, how effective is that? He dropped the smoke towards that Secret position. Time was running a little bit low. Nick had no choice but to go back towards upper, and that's where Boomich really could sink his teeth in. Speaking of which, he does open things up here. Cold Zero will be dropped towards outside, and we'll find ourselves with a couple of kills here for the in-game leader. It's the M4 in hand, still with 100 HP. Rain with an ambitious wallbang towards main entrance, no damage inflicted, and just a matter of time at this point before Na'Vi pick up the round. Just want to try and keep it clean if possible. Don't need to be challenging these Deagles, but it's a bit of a calling card of Na'Vi overextending in these sort of rounds.
Yeah, and of course the calling card, when it's paying off, it's so demoralizing
Sure.
because they're fighting you and you can't help but feel they're giving you chances.
Exactly.
Well, there's a chance.
Rain capitalizes upon it. That's Electronic going down, and Rain eventually silenced here. We are going to just have one player remaining. Olofmeister picked up the Desert Eagle, probably dropped to this point, and here comes the first real gun round. Electronic, the only player to go down there. As I mentioned, a pretty unnecessary frag, but overall, pretty clean from Na'Vi there. I'm going to see the Kriegs come out at this point. So what to play here from FaZe? Do they want to go for a fast set piece, just run a slow default, maybe get a vent dive going on, considering they don't have all the utility they're going to need? Broky just one smoke here, and there's just a few flashbangs sprinkled into the mix as well. Round 4 coming up, and we've got rifles across the board for Na'Vi as well. They're ready for this fight.
Breathe it in. Fast smoke from Nico. Let's see whether or not his teammates are planning on playing off of that. He does plume towards the lockers, and that's it. With one smoke, they take the fight heaven. There's no support with the smoke-down lockers, and already Rain tucks himself in secret and pulls utility from Boomich. 90 seconds still on the clock.
Yeah, plenty of time here. They've got a man advantage and waiting for that reactive play from the CT side. We have got one player creeping up the vents. No one towards lower right now. Boomich comes back up. Flamey will just be hovering between ramp and lower right now, waiting for a chance towards ramp. Hasn't got the ideal weapon for the job, really. The Galil, you're just going to be playing for information, do a little bit of damage. He's got no nades to really hold them off. Just wants to show presence and get down there. Considering it's a 5-on-4, though, he might have to be a little bit more active. For now, by himself, and they're starting to make their way over here. He's in a pretty safe position. Like, even if he gets flashed, he can get out of there. He's going for the fight, Alex. He knows he needs at least a kill, but it doesn't feel safe.
He knew that fight was about to come from 2 angles at the same time. Smart to back away. He has another opportunity now. Trying to get himself into that headshot angle, make it as difficult for them to clear him out. And there's the info. Coldzera got it on the jiggle, but still the frag comes in. Big from Flamey, and he connects onto a second. He's winning this round single-handedly. The door should be enough. Broky finally silences the first defense, but there's more where that came from. Boomich, he's biding his time by Decon. Timing on this door open is everything. The sound cue is now revealed, and Broky's low health is removed. A nade as well will soften up Nico. Ooh, and Rain.
Yeah, that should be the round at this point. Nico, 2 versus 1. He is surrounded, and unfortunately for him, there's no way he can fight his way out of that one. Very well played from Flamey. What was that with the Khalil of all weapons as well? Just goes to show you, we made this point yesterday. I think it's such an underrated weapon right now. We're finally seeing how powerful it can be, just considering the cost of it, $1,800, and it can still be used efficiently like a rifle and still do massive amount of damage if played correctly. Flamey shows us how good it can be.
It does feel, however, that the Galil has been kind of less taboo than the FAMAS. People still have this kind of problem with the FAMAS. It was changed as well, in the same way the Galil was, and yet it does seem that the T side, 1800 Galil, will be seeing a whole lot more action. Great work from Flamey, a double kill up against the Kriegs.
Massive round. It's going to put FaZe in an uncomfortable position here. Just the partial buy. We've got the CZs, Tech 9s, the Deagles, everything in the pistol category. But a massive grenade lands again. Over 100 damage there as all 5 players make their way towards Secret. It's going for a quick plant here if possible. We know Boomich likes to get down there quickly, and he's already managed to smoke them off, get himself towards the CT steps, and that's going to buy them some time. That smoke is absolutely everything.
Yeah, he's playing this really well.
Oh, the nade again.
Oh no, a barrage of damage. Look at the ADR of Na'Vi. Ooh, but the boost catches them. Nice work from Nico. Lovely little off angle found. It doesn't look like it's going to perhaps get them into the site. Broky trying to change my mind as he removes the mind of Flamey with a 50 caliber bullet. 2v3. Low sight, not theirs yet, but splitting towards Decon and double doors.
They have a smoke, a Molotov, and plenty of time here. A 3-on-2 is possible, especially when mistakes like this are being made. Simple, chill. He'll have to fall back at this point. He's such low HP, and he's got the AWP towards ramp as well. A very powerful position, but the bomb will be planted. Molotov being deployed, and the smoke. They have to come through the vents. Perfecto will be joining.
Only one of them made the sound cue on the vents. I wonder if that was deliberate. Get the numbers thrown off for the FaZe comms. Cold's got to do a lot here. Plays the anti-flash and gets the first. Perfect onto Perfecto! And FaZe, they take it with only the Desert Eagles and so much nade damage taken early.
Absolutely true. That first nade towards outside did over 100 damage. They had all 5 players just go towards Secret with the set smokes. You didn't think that was going to do much for them, but it was Nico to open things up. We saw the smoke. Let's have a see from his POV. How much vision did he get from this? You see the smoke just going down. Boomich not ready for it. And Flamey manages to get 3 kills, and still the round falls apart. Lovely work from coldzera to dodge that flashbang. If he eats it, he's going down for sure. That's the turn. Oh, what a great shot that was. And absolutely finishes things off in style. And we'll have a 3-2 scoreline here with an eco for Na'Vi, actually. We've got Electronic investing in the M4. A few PD50s and Deagles, but it's still going to be a very difficult round. I'm not sure what Electronic's got up his sleeve here, holding towards the vent for now.
So that is 2, or rather 1 apiece for both Na'Vi and FaZe surprise wins. We saw that retake with Simple's Deagle the second round, and now FaZe have fought back with one of their own.
Yeah, that was interesting from Simple with the AWP towards window as well. Like, he spots him and then runs out of the USP. I assume he thought they would be super low and he can get a quick kill, but it ended up getting him down to 10 HP and nullified his efforts. Oh, this is a lovely bait though. Simple can get 2 here. Electronic with the M4 still has a good chance. He will do significant damage and bring things into a 3-on-3, but remember, no one else invested into this round. He went for M4 and Kevlar. His remaining teammates are the P250s and Deagles, no nades, and it's a massive advantage for FaZe. As soon as that bomb goes down, that should be it. But Boomich does find an AK-47.
And he has gone unchecked. Pretty good pace on him here, because Brokey,
oh wow,
he's got his back turned. coldzera's not looking either. Boomich, he's done so much on this low site, and he delivers again with the scavenged AK. coldzera, though, turns his attention to the site, not only with the frag, but perhaps the plant as well. Smoke on doors, planting towards it. Boomich heading towards the window, and Electronic, excuse me, Perfecto with that AWP. Looking good for FaZe here, Hank.
It's looking good with that Molotov remaining as well. Boomich taken out of the equation. Just Perfecto with no kit, no armor. Might as well say that AWP, to be honest with you. He's not going to be winning this. Looks like he's going for an exit frag, but this is the correct choice. Get out of there. Keep the money strong. Throw that off over. You hear the wallbangs coming in from coldzera. No shots landing, luckily for Perfecto. Not too bad, all things considered. They managed to get 3 kills, save the AWP. That makes up for the investment made by Electronic as well. And just a note on that, he gets $900 for $600 of the 2 kills he picked up there. So he gets some of the money back, and he's at $3,800 now. With the saved AWP, they can juggle some economy around and probably be absolutely fine here.
I really like the bait and switch idea there, that you could see it was about to pay off. A double kill was damage control, really, from FaZe. It could have got a whole lot worse.
Oof, nice work from Olof there. So the AWP thrown in the hands of Simple. This is where the game really warms up. Just to know, Boomich with 10 kills and 4 deaths. Double digits after 6 rounds. Not bad at all. Mac 10 for Olof Meister. Only 1 player without the helmet. That's Flamey, so watch out for that. I feel like this would be a faster paced round with the Mac 10 maybe leading the charge towards Ram. Just gets stuck in. Indeed, that's going to be the case. He's trying to take that crosshair away. You see how effective it is? Olof's not going for kills there. Just trying to make sure his teammates survive. And they've broken through and got Ram from a very vital part of the map.
Oh, and they're not slowing down, Henry. They're charging in. Flamey, he gets only 1. He did more with the Galil than the Org. And so, round 7 looking positive for FaZe Clan. Access to the low site. coldzera continuing his advances, and it's Boomich's MP9 that finds the next.
Yeah, this is a really great call from FaZe, but it is starting to get a little uncomfortable now. They're in a 4 versus 3 with the bomb down. Action's an extra man at this point. We'll see if Brokey wants to get aggressive at this point. Flashbang deployed. Boomich only got that MP9. Not the best weapon for the job with 2 FaZe players waiting around the corner.
Flashing themselves in, and they've caught him. He knows where he is. Boomich hiding in the corner. Nico can't find 2 instead. Electronic, a double kill, but at what cost? 13 HP, Rain to clutch. It is the AWP of Simple. If he overextends just an inch, he will go down. Simple pushing in, gets caught. 1 more player to find. Electronic, no health, no margin for error to secure the 4th. He hasn't really got the time now. This is the FaZe round, and Rain knows it. Gets the frag as well. Cherry on top, and a 4th for FaZe.
Yeah, really great call. Very smart from FaZe, knowing the money's not completely settled on their CT side. They'll have a lack of incendiaries. They might not have an AWP that's available to go towards the ramp room. Flamey was caught off guard, and we saw Olof Meister with that great move in there. He's not just running towards the ramp and rushing it. You saw that nice move in the bunny hop around the corner, the air strafing coming through. You saw how difficult that was to manage. He wanted to go for 1 frag there, couldn't even find that, then trying to scamper his way towards lower. And it's just such quick pace there from FaZe. You don't expect all 5 players just to jump down towards lower. They're going to trade you out. If you haven't got towards decon yet, you're in a lot of trouble, and Flamey goes down with nothing. Sure, Na'Vi brought the round back to a winnable situation, but very well played towards the end, holding that silo. As soon as he kills Simple, that was it for me.
You're going to be happy about that, Hank, though. That's a Na'Vi timeout early in the first map. You've been having some complaints like yesterday.
That's the bunny hop from Olof. That's what I'm talking about. So he's not going for kills, necessarily just mobility with that Mac 10. Indeed, throughout this tournament, though, Alex, we haven't seen much in terms of timeouts for Na'Vi. There's still a team that's kind of finding their feet still. Considering the talent they have available, we're still wanting a bit more at this lineup, and you've just brought in Blade, one of the most decorated in-game leaders from your region. You'd expect him to be a little bit more active within the team and calling earlier timeouts when they require. So maybe that's reflected now.
This is an elimination game. Simple, Nico, Coldzera.
Right.
And only one of these teams will see playoffs. Crazy. Feels like competition's at an all-time high.
I think so.
Electronic chose to go all the way to the $0 mark.
So Coldzera setting up a little hut Molotov here. Just going to try and make things uncomfortable if possible. Doesn't land. Back to the drawing board on that one. And here they go through Squeaky Door. Simple. You know he's going to nail that first one. Can he find a second, though? Not quite. Does damage towards Olofmeister, which is converted by Perfecto there. They have the man advantage for now, but remember, this is another eco round, but it's one that's working out for them. Flamey keeps landing shots. Perfecto inflicting damage from the heart, leaving Nico in a 3 versus 1 now. 59 HP, throws a Molotov towards the vent. Actually lands in there. Nice work in that respect, but the bomb needs to be salvaged here. Boomich stuck, roasting in the vent at this point. 35 seconds. This looks very difficult for Nico. Needs to find an opening quickly.
25. Coming from heaven, could he have the element of surprise onto Flamey? He has grabbed himself a Krieg, though. This is going to be so hard. He has to be so precise. Back turn. He gets the timing and the frag. A second chance. Oh my. Electronic, the one investment, full investment pays off as he finds the crucial final frag.
Whew. Flamey was watching heaven there for like 30 seconds. It was the millisecond he turned around towards main entrance. That's when Nico comes up. Very unfortunate, but they still win the round. It's an eco victory there for Na'Vi. That was the moment you can see that turn. He was looking at heaven just before Nico came through. That's very unfortunate, but still, like I said, they win the round. So we'll have the AWP for Simple once again. A nice strong buy for the CTs. 2 Kriegs, especially for a player like Flamey. You ideally want to give him the Krieg, to be honest with you. He's got the M4 right now. You're playing a position like ramp. You want one-tap potential. You want to be able to hold the railings, the back boxes. I hope they give it to him, because ramp is just a nightmare of a position. It's one of the most difficult in CSGO to play effectively and find kills, especially. So having that Krieg will help things out. Doesn't look like they're going to be throwing it over, though, which is fair enough. They've got Electronic, one of the best riflers in CSGO right now.
You'd feel pretty guilty asking him for that weapon, that's for sure.
You just have to make it work, Flamey, I'm afraid.
And it does seem like FaZe have chosen to be very respectful. Am I seeing the fullest of ecos here?
Yeah, I guess maybe they want to change things up slightly. They've got 5 grand on Olofmeister, and in terms of loss bonus, they'll be getting to only the second stage after this one. So that's going to be 1900 on top. So yeah, it didn't really feel like it. Olof have to drop 1 next round, but they should be okay for our buy going forward. So just a full eco here. $0 invested. So you can't expect too much from FaZe. We somehow get a bomb down. It will be somewhat of a miracle.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, you can see they were taking their time leaving spawn, probably having any additional conversations, or, you know, this is your chance to let them know anything you've noticed, tendencies or things that you noticed during your research of your opponent, whether or not they're actually doing them or if they've made some changes. That's the conversation you can have now. They're off towards the top side. That was the bomb lost, and so the chances of that plant dwindling confirmed by Boomich as a nice collateral collected. We have it. Na'Vi select their 5th. But you can completely understand why FaZe are being reserved. Let's not forget, they've got 4 rounds on T-side Nuke already.
Exactly that. They're doing good so far. They don't need rounds at this point. Might as well play the bigger percentages and actually have a solid chance of running their strategies and the game they want to play instead of trying to scrape rounds together. You'll see the replay from Boomich here. Nothing really to write home about. Just the Glocks, no armor. And we're going to see that Mac 10 for Olofmeister. He's got the best spawn available. Does he go for the straight ramp play here? As we've got Flamey on the M4 once again, but he is fully equipped this time with the Incendiary, which you do want to drop at the start of the round if possible, which he does. So that should slow things down, but a nice smoke here. FaZe still getting out, and Olof's movement is looking fantastic right now. He's going to get the trade kill, and they've avoided the scope of Simple as well. This is looking very promising.
Oh, the lovely setup as well. The smoke in the corner, making sure he can strafe out with vision. Beautiful stuff from FaZe Clan. And look what it's enabled them to do. Low sight theirs, decon smoke. They've done this before, and it's working again.
Yeah, absolutely. The exact same. Rinse and repeat. Mac 10 bouncing through. Molotov the AWP out, and we'll find ourselves in a 4-on-4 retake here. Plenty of resources for Na'Vi. Got Brokey here towards the shadow position. As Nico coming over the backside, wants to be quiet here. Jumps on the ladder, and he is detected. Nice work from Boomich. Good awareness.
Time ticking. They have the advantage. They're going to look to find this frag. And Olof, he's wide in the open. That's an easy frag for Perfecto. But now Coldzera on the top of the site. We'll just go 1-for-1. And in shadow, it's Brokey. He's got 2, looking for 3. Finished by Boomich. Does he have the time?
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Okay. He's actually bailed on it. He didn't have the kit. How does he not have one?
1,200 in his pocket with 2 kills. So the 300 apiece with the Krieg, 600. He had enough.
He had enough for a kit. Yeah, he definitely had it if he just ran on with the kit, but it just wasn't there. So that's unfortunate. Boing. But the same play again is out. Nice. You can see he actually got the full velocity from the bunny hop there, and he just gets himself out. Nice trade coming in. The Mac 10 really is a powerful weapon in the modern game of CSGO. You look over the years of Counter-Strike, these SMGs weren't ever used really for anything else but anti-ecos. In CSGO now, especially in 2020, it's a very viable weapon, even in gun rounds.
Yeah, and you can see it has its different merits. Far from the same of the rifle. Simple, he's considering some aggressive warping. Well, play around the vents for now. A different look from FaZe, leaning heavily towards the outside area, and Rain lining up his smoke now. This could be the L-shaped smokes you'll see towards warehouse and main. In they come. Slight variation and a slight gap. He's not going to get much information off that, but Simple's about to get a whole lot of it. He's going to say nothing outside as he glances out of secret. Hasn't caught the information yet, and instead just a jiggle on silo, but moments away from that information being conveyed because they're about to hit the top site.
Yeah, they absolutely are. See whether FaZe can pull this one off. They won the previous round, but you can see it was expensive. Here comes that Mac 10 towards ramp once again. It's the MP7 to defend. Lots of damage inflicted, but no kills found. That's going to be the lower bomb site open for business once again. It's usually Boomich that has to rotate down, but Simple this time. A shaky flick towards the ramp doesn't deliver, and we've got Electronic now to save the day. Damage has been done. That's been conveyed. He knows there's still a chance he can go for this, but maybe thinking better of it now. Got to be rotating back towards Secret. Once the bomb's down, that should be it. Another great effort towards ramp from FaZe Clan, Alex.
Yeah, and I love that they gave it a different start. You know, they felt completely different to Na'Vi at the beginning. It finishes the same, but that opening 30 seconds, you have Paranoia. Your AWP, it could not be further from ramp. You've got Simple in secret from your opening moves.
Yeah, and that's so powerful. If you think about it, they've shown presence towards ramp a few times now. There's a good chance they'll probably send the AWP there or send an extra player to get boosted, something like that. You drop the outside smokes, you can't justify keeping 2 players towards ramp room. It's the exact same move with SMGs. The money was difficult after all 5 players went down, but still, they make it work. A really nice variation of the same strategy just to keep them guessing on the Na'Vi side. That's going to be FaZe Clan going up 6-5 now, but 2 rifles do survive in the Na'Vi. Next side of things, we're going to see a Krieg and an M4, Perfecto with a P250, and with that little bundle collected, they could go for the Force buy here. That would be one hell of a call, though. That would be a ballsy maneuver, to say the very least.
Yeah, and you might even expect a timeout before
This should be a timeout. This is like 100% timeout territory. Like, you want to just think about this one, calculate yourselves. They're forcing into it as well. Please take a timeout.
Just to piece together how you're going to go up against the odds. You know you don't have the weapon advantage, but instead not choosing to use Blade.
I was just about to... Simple forced into it. He's gone for Deagle Armor down to 0. The rest of them with a partial buy, so maybe not such a wild investment after all, but Simple spends all of his gold. And we'll be getting into round 12 here. Opening pick for Electronic. Nice spray down.
He's expecting cold and he finds him. That's some influence from Electronic. That star power looking to secure the 6 for Na'Vi and a huge advantage. Will they be able to maintain though? Don't forget, pistols. No Kevlar for Flamey with his scavenged M4. Boomich is this time the one to be holding ramp. Different player, same result. Brokey, that's a quick flick. Connecting onto Boomich. A bit of a mess. Molly does mean that Brokey's going to have to hold that ramp push as his teammates descend.
Well, here's the big man himself. Simple, waiting down towards lower. Desert Eagle in hand. We know he can use his weapon to great effect. Will he be able to deliver a few more headshots, though? If he goes down with nothing, FaZe right back in the round. If he gets one, Navi should be able to close things out.
Nico finds the headshot so precise. Advantage for FaZe for the moment. Will they try and get that bomb down? They don't have to rush this, though. There's 40 seconds. It's all off to try and punch in the code. And they have that pincer. Electronic doesn't have a door to play with, but he does have the Krieg and another frag for Electronic. It's all him so far. 3 frags. The molly could find Brokey. It's going to get so hot if it spreads. I think he's just safe enough, and so instead, the Flames act as cover. And now Brokey can hold the line. All the same, it's a frag. And not quite convincing. It's now finished by Nico. 7-5. Big work from FaZe Clan.
Yeah, and that started off with a 5 versus 3 as well. A double kill from Electronic from the garage position as well. You'd think, that's it. Surely it's done. But they start going down one by one on the Na'Vi side. And as soon as the ramp room was open, they got towards lower. We mentioned it was simple, got nothing. FaZe are back into it, but a perfect execution there. Smoking off the window, smoking the double doors. The only threat was towards Decon. They plant towards the left-hand side of the silo, meaning the player swinging out, which was Electronic. He couldn't actually deny the plant at all. If the Molotov was a meter deeper, they'd probably win the round because Brokey wouldn't be able to hold that position. He'd actually just gone down straight away. Very unfortunate scenes here, and they're paying the price now. Simple, a little bit greedy. He was the one who forced Port in the previous round, you know, and now he's the one who gets dropped. Perfecto's like, yeah, give me a gun, kid.
Hook me up.
Didn't you just spend all your money in the previous round? Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm sure that's something that Perfecto, maybe in time, will be more comfortable with the contesting, but for now, he's just going to have to be the nodding dog. Spray. Electronic hoping to chip away at their advance towards Simple's position. Speaking of, 3 frags to his name. He's been shut down on this CT side by the FaZe squad. Now walking, waiting for this cue for that the incendiary, excuse me, but that cost FaZe nothing. Shaves 7 seconds off the clock, but nothing else has changed just yet.
No, they're fine with this. They know it's very unlikely there's an AWP out there. Good smoke, though. Rain just trying to suggest there's one player down there. Firing off some shots. Electronic, though. Oh, felt like he was worth at least one there. Gets the dink. That's the only bullet that connects, though, down to 12 HP. And this point, 30 seconds. FaZe need to get their skates on, admittedly. Flamey knows he can save the day here. He can swing out, maybe get 1 kill. Push them in towards main entrance. They'll be ready for this. Here we go. That's the chance.
It's chance, and he does shut down Nico. They're heading towards Simple's location. The doors are open, which does give them a chance to clear these angles a little more passively. More timing looks good. The spray doesn't, though. Only 1. Coldzera into the site. 9 seconds. That bomb is not in At's hands just yet. Cold and Rain. 5 seconds. They go hunting for the frags. This is Na'Vi's round. There's nothing Cold can do. Boomich secures it. And a crucial victory to make sure that they maintain some degree of competitiveness on this T-side run from FaZe Clan. They've got 3 rounds in bursts so far. A pair of them. That's Na'Vi's first in 4.
Yeah, a little bit too apprehensive there. Boomich holding towards the Decon area, and the bomb with 15 seconds left, it ran towards the window room. I understand things were a little bit frantic there, but given the circumstances, try and get that close towards the bomb site and do everything you can to get it planted. As soon as that player went down, the round was over. And it is going to be a FaZe Clan timeout at this point. Money is actually in a reasonable position. We've got Brokey with $6,400, Nico just on the nose with $7,000 as well. So they could buy with maybe a drop day again, a Galil. So it looks like that might be the case. Nico at least commits with the Krieg. Got himself 1 smoke and a deagle for Rain. So I think this is going to go for 1 hero rifle here. And potentially mix things up. Maybe go for an AWP in the final round. Just give it a bit of extra spice, you know?
I always like a little bit of extra spice. Sriracha, Tabasco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm more of a lemon and herb guy myself.
Yeah, but you know, whatever floats your boat.
Exactly.
I'm not here to judge.
So the partial buy here, I assume outside smokes will be deployed nice and early. Try and get maybe Nico towards Secret or down towards Vent. Viable options for them. But for now, waiting patiently. Close smoke from Nico. Molotov towards Secret to hopefully flush out the likes of Simple if he's there again. This round, though, is towards Heaven with the AK-47. They have managed to contain Simple. He's 4 and 10 right now, so he's not popping off. And they've got 7 rounds on their T side. FaZe are having a fantastic half here.
I'll tell you who else is. It's Boomich.
Yeah, he is.
And he's once again going to be tested. Throws the smoke. I'm not sure FaZe are respecting that. He doesn't either. One needs to be more, because now low sight is theirs. Do they continue this momentum? It seems that way. Nico does open the doors, but yet to commit, waiting for the double peek. That's a hard line to hold with the MP9.
It's a very good gun in the right circumstance. Maybe not this particular one. You're Molotov'd out and smoke towards ramp. They should be able to plan, and Flamey's is going to have to bide his time. He can't just swing through on this. They're not even close to his position yet, but if he can wait, he knows the T's are likely to get up the ramp eventually, as we see the retake coming in. Focusing towards that ramp area, probably going to send Flamey in first to get the intel, then the rifles will be behind him.
Yeah, I love Dolof's position as well. He was waiting, biding his time. He'll be looking to try and get the surprise flank. And that's a great headshot from Brokey. 13 frags, no issues for the newcomer. And he's got another one. Double kill to secure the round. Perfecto's left with his MP9. Does upgrade to the Kree, but only for a moment before it's snatched out of his hands by Nico. 8 rounds on the T side from FaZe Clan, and that was only with the hero rifle.
Yeah, so it was Boomage down towards lower. I didn't catch if he had the incendiary as well. He went for this smoke drop. So normally when you're doing that pixel check, you drop the incendiary as soon as you see them, and so it gives you enough time to fall back. They can't punish in the same way they did that smoke. The fact he dropped the smoke, as you mentioned, they didn't respect it. It wasn't down quick enough. It took a few seconds to bloom. At that point, only 1 kill found, and the lower side was theirs. Flamey retaking from ramp of MP9. There was just no way they could actually deny the plan. It all falls apart, and we've got so much available for FaZe here. In the final round of this first half, Na'Vi will buy up with what they can, but it's not looking good at all. Desert Eagles, 1 CZ, and the only rifle out there is Electronic's FAMAS. He currently sits on 11 kills. Electronic will be making his way down towards Secret, but looks at things nice and early on in the round. Hopefully going for a quick kill. He can't just sit and wait for them to go down there. He's going to have to challenge this one, I think.
It's been a while since we saw the fight happen so early on Secret. Obviously, typically, utility and retreat has been the go-to option. Would be FAMAS versus Krieg. It's a hard fight to win for Electronic. Leaving Nico to his own devices. In roles like this is where he's often thrived. Overpass, he would be given the liberties to just linger at B as his team would go elsewhere, and this is a similar sort of strategy, leaving Nico to draw attention, maintain the CTs. And
yeah, he's one of those players you just say, all right, just let him off the leash. Just see what he can do. I'm absolutely fine with that. Like, there's not many players that can outduel him. If he feels comfortable finding a pick, considering their low HP as well, or low buy as well, that's absolutely fine. So here's the flash towards the steps. He's baited out an incendiary. So he knows there's 2 down there now. He's confirmed that.
And didn't cost him a penny. Lovely work. Now he can regroup with his squad. Perfecto. It's a tough position to be in. Boomich responsible for Heaven. They're going to pincer in together. Hut, Main, and Heaven. He can't hold all at once. He can't hold anything. Main removes him. Perfecto. Nice, precise. First. Second. Not going to be so easy, though, as he does manage to relocate. Olof's having quite the duel. Electronic does get him on the ladder. A hole in that. Flamey's going to perhaps have a chance. They may not be expecting it. FaZe Clan may not be anticipating that gap. It will be now as the door swings open. Brokey very quick to find it.
Well, there we have it, Alex. After winning that second round force buy, it's Na'Vi with a 3-1 lead, but it ends up in disastrous scenes here. 9-6 in favor of FaZe, a very successful T-side campaign. This is their map pick, and you can see why. They've been doing their homework. They've been evolving their strategies, and it looks fantastic so far. Can they keep it up, though? That is the main question, and we'll see you after this break.
Where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops So baby, stay with me where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops spinning, 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 until the day the world stops spinning.
Group A opened with Na'Vi versus FaZe. The first map was Nuke, and it's same again. This time, FaZe have come in with one extra round on their first half. T side goes so swimmingly. They're on 9-6 coming into the defense of their map pick. I'm Machine, I'm joined by Henry G, and it's time to see if Na'Vi can do better than last time. They got 2 T rounds, Henry. The last time these two teams played here in Katowice, they're going to have to do a whole lot better.
Yeah, they really are. It all starts with this pistol as well. They were unable to pick out the first half pistol, but they did convert the force buy. That's something they're very good at. We'll see what kind of approach they have here as we enter with 5 sets of Kevlar on the T side. So no real strategy behind this one. It will be either a fast outside or a rush ramp. It'll be something quick, I would imagine, because you can't really set much up with no utility. So let's see what they've got in mind here as we start to flood towards the lobby. That suggests to me ramp or maybe an upper rush. It is going to be ramp, and in we go. It's just going to be a straight up rush. Very viable approach. You're normally going to land lower to this, but you could rush heaven, I suppose, as well.
You can see Olof's restraint. I actually love the smoke as well. Wonder if they'll slow down for it. Doesn't... Yeah, they do. Perfect. So they have the call. They've got probably minimum 4 down ramp. They're going to be reacting accordingly. Olof continues to survive as he falls further back, treating that USP like an AWP, falling back to all the different lines. And now a 5 versus 5 bomb yet to be planted. It is descending, though, in the hands of Perfecto. It's Boomich to take the first fight. Ooh, never mind. Rain secures a double kill. Bomb down, though. It's a chance for Na'Vi. They need this round. And Simple, he's struggling. What's the burst about? Only a fraction of damage done to Nico. He doesn't have to move a muscle. And Simple, you can't contest much from there. Coldzera, however, being kept busy as well. This is powerful, but that's the shot they were looking for. Elevation from that bar, and now just Flamey. He's tucked in on the site. Only one, and FaZe, they get the double digits. They take the pistol, and lovely reaction from Olof. I want to give him some credit for that.
Yeah, that was... Olof Meister's only got 4 kills right now, and this is where you can actually say the stats really don't give the full story at this point. His T-side efforts and going in first valiantly every single time, and the frags he were getting were instrumental openers. It doesn't matter how many kills he's got. He has been part of this run. Absolutely. This was great from Rain as well. The CZ and the CT pistol, you can see close range how effective that is. Speaking of things that aren't effective, the burst fire on the Glock. Like, Simple has made some strange decisions in this tournament. Burst fire on the Glock in a key round, that is one of them. Like, it's useless. It doesn't work unless you shove it down that throat.
Yeah, I mean, we've got world number 2 in 2019, Simple. World number 6, Electronic, going up against Nico, world number 11. Shots from Simple. Rain ready and willing to take that fight outside. He still stands his ground. A stray bullet from the strafe does connect into Rain, but Simple, a taste of the same medicine. On the cross, Rain just waiting for the timing. No sound cues, and therefore not a bullet fired just yet.
He'll be aware of the possibility, no. He knows there's a chance he could have got down there. Well, absolutely now. Flamey fires off a couple of shots. Nico looking for the first, and he nails it. The fact he gets 2, it's worth the justification. The fact he can stay there. He farms lots of cash there with 3 kills of the MP9. Takes himself back up to $2,000. And leaves them in a 4 versus 2. It's Simple and just 3 HP. They could sneeze him, and at this point, that would be it. We'll see whether he can find anything more. He's got a great deagle, but it's going to be broke. They finish things off. Good 11-6. That was the partial investment there from Na'Vi as we get into what should be a first gun round here. We're going to have the AKs come out and maybe a few Kriegs thrown into the mix as well.
Yeah, please, Hank, don't sneeze on me. Actually, I'd rather you did, especially in the current climate.
That's a good point. I won't be doing any of that, don't worry.
11-6 then. FaZe have managed to convert off their pistol, and it's time to see 4 rifles and a deagle for Simple. Na'Vi's chances. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this round. Let's see how FaZe receive. They are coming into this with those bonus weapons we talk about. Scout for Brokey outside. It's functional, but if they close that gap, he's going to be in a lot of hot water.
Just to note as well, Simple was the one who got deagle armor in the previous round, leaving him just the same again this time. It's some strange economical decisions as well. A little bit odd, but let's see if we can make it work. 5 players towards outside, making their way across. So just a full commitment towards lower. And this is what we were talking about before. Throw the incendiary, you can actually be a little bit more combative here. Nico had heard those footsteps, and he's going to try and make up for it. He knows that player could have got past. Does he decide to fight? He'll actually disrupt the smoke and fall back here. 3 players in the vents.
Not for too long, but Rain will crawl back up. But that does mean that they're very ready to react. Rain won't be too far behind when Olaf calls for help. Oh, and he's going to have a chance here if he gets this right. So close for the MP9. It's exactly where it does the best work, but Flamey does neutralize that threat. Good dink nade. Nico, he's just slaughtering them. Boomich is low as well. And now Rain arrives. They're doing it just the 2 of them. Nico, Rain, a double kill apiece. And it will be Brokey to finish. A gorgeous round from 2 of the stars of FaZe Clan. And that's going to be problematic for Na'Vi, thrown back into economic disarray.
Beautiful scenes there from Nico. As Olaf Meister, once again, he was on the end of the fishing line, and all he had to do was just show a bit of presence there. And they had 2 players ready and waiting to gun them down. Nico drops the Orc nade towards the steps and manages to just spray them down as well. Rain swinging in from the vents. It's just a beautiful thing here. And Na'Vi are floundering on the T side of Nuke, unable to pick up a round so far. It's going to be 3-0, another partial buy on the agenda. As we'll see them invest with the PD50 Deagle CZs. Basic utility, probably the smokes towards outside again. Could try and drop a player down the vents perhaps, but doesn't look ideal right now.
I got goosebumps, Hank. You see that?
You do, actually?
Yeah, it was from Yanko cheering. I was like, my boy's happy.
Nice.
Oh, man, that's weird. My whole skin started crawling. But yes,
what are these emotions?
Coach. I don't know. What's going on? Feeling. Still, Nico this time. It's just satisfying that he's lined his crosshair up with the corner of that box. I'm satisfied.
Sure.
I'm going to be enjoying staring at this. It's like a still image. You can just see a little wiggle from Simple.
Yeah, so just to know, he's got a pixel gap on that door. He's looking for any movement there, and as soon as he sees that, he'll drop the incendiary, just trying to buy time. So let's see how that works out. Nice time to turn off the X-ray as well. And Electronic pushes through it. Nico's going to be in trouble here, but sticks the landing. Players all around him, and they're checking the wrong position. Great work from Nico once again. This guy is peaking into the tournament. 3 massive kills on a difficult round as well. Na'Vi are no joke with Deagle and Armor.
If ever there was a time for Nico to show up here in Katowice, an elimination game versus Na'Vi is a pretty damn good place to start. 23, not going to find his 24th. Boomich on Decon does manage to claw the first back for Na'Vi in the 19th. But where do they end up? Bomb for Simple. Oh, let's get spotted out. Simple can swing into this. He's going to have to hit the first bullet though, and doesn't. Forced away with low HP. Think about what his choices have led to. Good shot. Tagged again. Maybe going to head towards that top site. Is there anyone there from FaZe? It doesn't seem that way. So Brokey towards Heaven will not be able to stop the plant. A safe one from Simple, but with this kind of health, what could you possibly do? Nothing is the answer when Brokey so confidently, nonchalantly pushes in with the CZ.
Nice plan there from Simple. Gives them maximum loss bonus and an extra bonus of 800 as well. So we will see them have a very strong buy going forward, but now going to be 13-6 down. FaZe Clan going to get an extra $3,500 on top. By defusing the bomb, so their money is very well established at this point. 3 players survived. They still have the AWP in the hands of Brokey. And at this point, they're in cruise control. 4-0 up on the CT side. Nico's really feeling it. They've locked down towards lower. That kind of says it all. Not really much chatter going on the Na'Vi side. Nico looked like he's absolutely done for here. Somehow gets that third as well. Connects the headshot on one of the final bullets. And there's that last kill as well. Simple on the 3 HP. Couldn't do much of it. Try to get towards the hut. Doesn't work out. And we get into round number 20 now. We are going to have Nico still with that Krieg. AK-47 for Rain. This doesn't look good for Na'Vi at all. Have they got any more tricks up their sleeve?
Keep my eye on Brokey to see how his CT AWPing shapes up as well. He went for the aggressive fight. Very retro combination, the AWP and the CZ. Of course, increasing the pull-out time of the CZ was the nerf to that combination that did rule the world in 2015. Rocking it anyway. The initial damage is entirely favored FaZe. Good grief, take stock. Electronic. 1 bullet now from those M4s and Kriegs would be enough. Flamey Boomich now within that 1-shot headshot range. Powerful stuff from the early utility.
Yeah, lots of spam through the smoke. AT's thrown. Sets up the M4s to some 1 dig potential on 3 players. Nice flashbang from the teammates there. Nico feeling brave enough to challenge outside, and rightly so. Bomb goes down, sprays two of them down, and we're going to see ourselves in a 5-on-3. We have Electronic still low. And in terms of time, 30 seconds, Alex. The bomb's down in the most awkward of positions. How do they even pick that up and even think about planting it?
Yeah, Nico gets that so comfortably as well. He's really feeling himself into Nuke. And FaZe's Nuke has been something that they've kind of been surprised by themselves. You saw the interview stating that this was something that kind of happened naturally. He just started feeling more and more comfortable in practice. Well, Perfecto's trying to create some discomfort. 7 seconds left, though. They're just going to be looking to keep hold and have another go elsewhere. Electronic does take one. Not going to mean too much in the grand scheme. 14 for FaZe. They're 2 away. Perfecto. Ooh, he doesn't get it. Goes down. That is going to be brutal.
Oh, that's a wry smile.
He's on 800 now.
That's so sick from Olofmeister. He had no business finding that kill, and it's a huge one. You're absolutely right. He died after the timer, and we're going to have a few compromises here by the looks of things. Boomich getting absolutely destroyed here by the long-range creek from Nico, dropping the bomb right in the open there. You can see Simple not really getting into it so far. Currently sat on 5 kills and 17 deaths. Probably been quite a while since we've seen those sort of stats from him. Just to rush up here, maybe a little bit desperate, but it's the first kill for coldzera. Looks strong as well. He got Boomich for HP. He's going down for sure. Simple, can he save the day here?
It's his chance. Start the redemption story on our first map of this series. Na'Vi have looked lost on their T side. Last time they played this map, 2 T rounds. Well, so far, they've got none to show for it. That's coldzera, another frag from him. He's been collecting. Ooh, he's trying to get under the skin just a little bit. Triple kill from Cold.
Oh, I love that. That's cool. He knows Simple is going to be tilting a little bit right now. Get under his skin a bit more, but Electronic looking to save the day. Flamey's got this kill for sure. It's going to be a 2 versus... Oh my goodness, Brokey. He'll just have to smoke the bomb and go for it, I think. The time is running incredibly thin. And we'll see whether he can close things out here. Towards the ramp is where Flamey waits. Looks like he might be out of luck here. Couldn't actually justify dropping the smoke. And Flamey will get the win in the end. It's the first round on the board for Na'Vi on their T side. And they do manage to avoid map points at least. They are going to need a lot more where that came from. That was a scrappy round. And with all 5 players going down, FaZe have ample cash going forward. And we will see if they can actually invest with full rifles here. 3,300 for Boomich and Perfecto. Flamey did survive, so he does have the Krieg there, but they're going to take a terrorist timeout. Blade finally given an opportunity to read off the dossier of information he's got there.
He's just going to hit him with a slam poem he's been working on. 12 months in the working. This is it, the motivational speech.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, he does get an opportunity now to at least give his 2 cents just before the map falls apart for them. So we'll see whether there's any sort of changes here. They went for the fast upper in the previous round. Even with coldzera getting 3 kills, it still lands in favor of Na'Vi. Here are the scores right now. As you can see, like I said, Olofmeister 5 and 15. It doesn't tell the full story. Like, he really has been influential.
Talking of not telling the full story, check out the ADR of Flamey and Simple compared to the kills. That's kind of cool. Flamey's been finishing them off, but 65 ADR for Simple. He has the very same average damage per round as his teammate with double his kills. That's right, 6 times 6 is 15. An active choice from Electronic to make some steps there. Wants the CTs to acknowledge his presence. Crucial fight now for Olof. Here's the step. Spots him. You can see the job of Electronic is survival as well. He's not rushing to do much more than pull that utility out of Olof, and a flash and a Molotov done already. Boomich sneaking. Okay. Electronic likely to find the frag here on Nico. This is looking good for an 8th here from Na'Vi. They've got a lot of control outside. Boomich can really start to surprise. Biding his time, taps away, head of Cold gone. Rain, quick reaction, but he's going to be traded. Great work from Perfecto as they react and support.
Well, then that's going to be the round, because Brokey and Olofmeister, they've got no business trying to attempt this retake. They're going to have to hold on to the weapons they have. Another success round from Na'Vi. Not over until it reads 16 at the top, and right now they still have a chance to close this in regulation. 4 players surviving here. Remember, this was a very difficult round for Na'Vi as well. With only 1 player surviving the previous. They had to enter with 1 deagle, 4 rifles. Still works out for them. 4 players surviving. The money's going to stabilize at least. Can't say the same for FaZe, but if they save these 2 weapons, they could definitely get a deagle or 2 around it and still win the round. with the AWP, and it looks like they'll be absolutely fine. No one's going to be hunting them too actively at this point. In towards Decon they go, just making sure everything's absolutely clear. They have got Electronic who's around Seeker, but not pushing too much yet, and it will be 2 players to survive, as we'll find a few frags there for Na'Vi. 3 go down, bomb planted, job done. So round 23. This is where Yanko might want to get stuck in. Time will tell. Looks like he's fine with it. So you can see $2,000 per player. Not really worth a force buy. And considering the scoreline, the buffer of rounds you've got as well, might as well bide your time. Go for some P250s around these 2 weapons and see what can be done. So 1 P250 for Cold Zera. The other 2 take a full eco. So you can see they just want to focus on maybe making this round as expensive as possible for Na'Vi. Ideally save the AWP again. Still can win the round, of course. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, time will tell. Seems like a rather similar start to the round that just worked out for Na'Vi. They get Electronic down secret early. Boomich will linger outside as well with Simple. That's a big frag. Olof goes down early, and that might be enough to entice him to make the call.
Well, that's the only M4 they had going down, and it's an awkward spot as well. Electronic will be patrolling that as he waits for Rain. Does take a bullet to the face. Will take a bit more damage to take him down. Still got 36, but that's not bad. Rain will recover the M4, I believe. So he's at least pushed Electronic back, and Brokey's found a frag. 4 on 4.
Yeah, Rain even picked up the kit, so keep your eyes on that should it pay off in the end. Nico, I love this position. He knows that his weapon's not going to win him the round, but his positioning could.
He spotted him. He's seen him. He doesn't want to overcommit here. He's just waiting until they actually go towards Evan. That's his chance.
Boomich is being very slow about this. And Brokey, he has that information. He's working with it as well.
So he knows he's up now. Don't think he saw him. Does now.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds. Bombs outside with Simple.
Oh, he's got to wait for the perfect chance.
It's so close. Can't finish it. So low now, down to 24. 1 more bullet would do it, but they're on their way. And Brokey has to focus his attention on Boomich, but Rain's frag could have saved the day. That saved M4. He hasn't got Kevlar, and neither have Na'Vi got time. Rain continues. No armor, no problem. 100 health and 3 frags already. He's won the round for FaZe Clan. They bring in 2 rifles. They bring home the round.
That's great stuff from Rain. The double kill, the M4. All the meanwhile, it's Nico containing Boomich. Sure, he didn't find that frag. He goes down, but it means he's nullified. He can't do anything at 24 HP. They know exactly where he is, and Rain holds strong. He was the one to open things up as well. Remember, Olof had lost the M4. It's a 5 versus 4. Rain comes in, finds the dink, recovers the rifle, makes his way back towards upper, and tucks himself in a decent position. And now Blade, save the day, my friend. What have you got up your sleeve here? It's going to have to be something very special indeed, as we'll see potentially the final timeout of the game called. It's going to be the AWP over for Brokey. He's got 21 kills to his name. And in terms of cash available, there are rifles there for Na'Vi, but this is starting to fall apart now. FaZe, this is as good a chance of any to close things out. They're going to have plenty of money. Remember, 3 players took an eco in that previous round, which led to success. This is their map pick. A 16-8 scoreline would be idyllic. But there's always something to be said when the likes of Simple, Electronic are on the server. Great stuff from Nico in that particular round. Just biding his time, is making sure he didn't overcommit. Sure, he didn't get the kill in the end, but look how low that timer is at the top at this moment. 20 seconds, and you've got their in-game leader down to 20 HP. Oh, he still wasn't happy about it. Really not happy about that one.
He felt like he'd got done enough. He knew he'd landed the dink. He was so low, but you could see how Boomich, because of the silencer on the USP, he was still looking at CT spawn when he got hit. Very good work from FaZe Clan. A joy to watch. And let's see if they can seal the deal now. Round 24. Na'Vi now have to go for quite the spree. They've managed to get 2 in a row before they were silenced just now by that scavenged M4. Rain's dink. If he didn't land that USP dink, maybe Electronic stands his ground. Maybe that M4's never getting 3 kills.
Yeah, he would have had, he could have kept patrolling it for sure. He would have stayed in that position, making sure the CTs couldn't grab it. As soon as he goes down to 30 HP, he has to get the hell out of there.
Damn, Rain. 1 bullet, 1 click of his mouse could have won them the round. And that's Counter-Strike, folks. That's why we tune in every single day. Katowice continuing to deliver here. And if you have just tuned in, you've arrived just in time. This is an elimination game between Na'Vi and FaZe.
Great position from Nico. I like this.
Oh, and it's a perfect double. He's heading for that 30 bomb. We've only seen 23 rounds of play. They line up. He nearly gets all 4.
I don't think he'll be punching himself in the head anymore, Alex.
Yeah. He's punched Na'Vi in the throat. What can you do now to save the day for Na'Vi? There's 2, more like 1.5 players remaining. It's Simple who's the one bleeding. And Brokey's removed his healthy teammate just a matter of time for FaZe Clan to collect this, or will Simple finally find the form that's been eluding him. 24, he fakes it. He's not ready for Olof's position and collects the kill. FaZe Clan start the series with a bang. They take their map pick, Nuke in the bag.
It was a great game there from FaZe. It felt like there was a chance for Na'Vi at the start. Remember, they lost the pistol.